Well, here we are, issue 306, and this week's puzzle relating to Burns Day, of course. This week's puzzle is a tribute to Robert Burns's famous poem, "My love is like a red, red rose." I'm really pleased with myself for having created it, with a unique solution, and a simplified version of it will appear in my new Valentine's Relay, which I'll officially unveil in issue 307. So, what's the puzzle? The letters in this sum represent the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. What are the values of each letter? And these letters in the sum read out red, red plus rose equals love. So here it is. Now, with only these digits from 0 to 6, it's quite a small one. You could probably get it quite quickly just by fiddling about. But let's do this completely logically and see what we can get. Well, a couple of handy things are whether or not there are any carries from one column to the next. Another thing you could say straight away, but I don't think I'll note it particularly just now, is you have to assume there's no leading zeros. So that would exclude 0 from being either R or L. But back to the carries business. These two digits are clearly not the same. R is not equal to L because they stand for different digits, which means there must be a carry from this column number 3. So from that I can say that column 3 must be greater than or equal to 10 because it provided a carry. The next thing is, in this column, because this digit has reappeared in the answer, any other parts that we're adding on to it must be a multiple of 10. So next thing I can say in that column is that 2R must be a multiple of 10. 2R must either be 0 or 10. To provide a carry, however, that means that R must be either a 0 or a 5, that R must be a 5. In which case L, which is 1 more than R, we should put a note of that, L is 1 more than R using that carry, that means that L equals 6. So there's two things so far. 6 was L, 5 was R. Now this case in column 1 is the same. The only way that I can get this digit in the answer would be if anything else that was adding on to it is just a multiple of 10. So by the same reasoning, 2D must either be a 0 or a 10. In other words, D must be a 0 or a 5, in which case D must be the 0 because R's already the 5. So that's the D dealt with. Now, if I need it, I know the other carries. I know that because D is a 0, that column 1 comes to less than 10, so there's no carry into the next column. And because these two digits would have to make a 10, a 0 or a 10, in this case it was a 10, there couldn't have been a carry interfering with that because it would have changed that digit. I also know that column 2 is worth less than 10 if I need it. But there's only 4 numbers left anyway, just the numbers 1 to 4. Going back to column 2. In column 2, 2 lots of V plus S equals V. And I've only got the set of numbers from 1 to 4 left. So V has to be greater than those two, which means V is either 3 or 4, or E and S in particular would have to be either 1 or 2 or 3. The lowest number you can make from this using 2 of one and 1 of the others is 4, which means straight away E is 1, S is 2, and that makes a total for V of 4. So E is 1, S is 2, V is 4, and that just leaves then, that means the odd one left over, O is 3. Let's put that back in here. D is 0. E is 1. S is 2. V is 4. R is 5. Missed out. O is 3. L is 6. There it is.